Hey guys, this is Hacks and Max, and prepare yourselves for the longest, stalliest, and most epic Ubers match you will ever watch. This battle was just ridiculous, man. I don't even play Ubers that often. I probably had like 5 battles in my life, and I can safely say this is one of the closest battles that I've ever had. And I found this battle on the PO server, and it was in a tourney actually, and I know all you guys are like, oh yeah, tourneys suck and everything, only scrubs join them, but hey, this tourney, they had, the lowest ranked person there was probably in the 1300s, everyone else was like 1400 and all that, and the guy I'm facing, named Danj, or Danj, or however you pronounce his name, he was actually ranked 1464 on the Ubers ladder, so that's some pretty tough competition, so I was probably the lowest ranked person in the entire thing, and I actually made it pretty far in the tourney, and I'm not telling you how far, but this is a semi-finals match, so I'll tell you that. And I really just wanted to see how well Skarmbliss could do in Ubers, and it actually turned out that it can hold its own pretty well, so let's see how things go in this battle. Oh, and by the way, this is in for normal speed because Epic 76 turn battle, hello, and I'm using my alt name, which is Goofy Goober for Ubers, so yeah. So I lead off with my Deoxys A as he leads off with his Darkrai, and I did not want to predict straight away first turn, so I just went for the superpower as he switches out into his Giratina, which was a safe play. And here I make a questionable play and just go for the Psycho Boost, mostly because I couldn't really do anything else, as he just goes for a Dragon Claw, and that does a lot to my Deoxys A because it has no defenses, and I get Dragon Tail out into my Mami. And then he Dragon Tails me again as I go for the Toxic on him, and I go out and it goes out into my own Giratina. So this time he just decides to Will-O-Wisp as I go for the Dragon Tail to get him out, and that only does 10% because burn damage and Giratina is a monster. But it gets Dragon Tail out to this thing, and I don't want to take a Dragon type move with Giratina, so I gotta go into my Rocky Helmet Ferrothorn, which takes about 30% on the Zekrom, which will come in handy later, I guess. So I double switch out into my Kyogre just to get the rain up, and cause he has no weather on his team, so I go back out into Giratina predicting a status move or a Leaf Seed, which he does end up going for the Thunder Wave. And here I go for a Will-O-Wisp, and I miss, and that miss turns out to be really crucial later on in the match, as you'll see, because this Ferrothorn gave me some problems. So he's setting up his hazards all over me, so I thought a Dragon Tail him out. I kind of predicted him to switch out into his Giratina again to take a Will-O-Wisp, but I guess he just wanted to get his hazards up, so he ends up going for the rest, as I too go for the rest as well. So now we have 2 sleeping Giratinas on the field. This is kind of a boring battle, come on, you can't be sleeping during the battle, so I go for the Sleep Talk because I win the Sleep Tie, and I get the rest, and then he goes for the Sleep Talk and gets the rest as well, so turn 11, wasted turn, hello, and then this time he wins the Sleep Tie, and he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, which doesn't matter because I'm asleep, and I get the rest again for Sleep Talk, so Sleep Talk, you failed. So this time, I wake up, I go for the Dragon Tail, and I miss again, hacks, but then he goes for the Dragon Tail and he hits, so what the heck? So, I get Dragon Tail into Ferrothorn, and he predicts the Leech Seed or something, but I just decided to set up my hazards, because he has hazards up too, so come on, I can play this game. And he just decides to Thunder Wave me for whatever reason. I don't know why you Thunder Wave a wall, but, you know, now he can set up his hazards, because I get 3 layers of spikes. And now I switch out into my Skarmory, as he gets his 3rd layer of spikes up, plus Stealth Rock, so, I'm gonna get up Stealth Rock with my own Skarmory, this time, as he decides to paralyze my Skarmory as well, so what the heck, yo, Para-Hacks. But he goes for Thunder Wave again, maybe predicting me to switch out into someone else, but I stayed in. I think I was going for like the Whirlwind or something, but he goes for Thunder Wave again, I don't know why, and then I get Para-Hacks again, of course, and this time he just goes straight for the Power Whip, as I do end up going for the Whirlwind, and this thing comes in, and this thing is kind of a pain because Air Slash and and I'm paralyzed, so yeah, but you know, it's okay because this turn he goes for the Air Slash, I get flinched again, but he decides to be nice next turn, and he switches out into his Giratina, and that gives me an opportunity to set up a Roost and get back to 100% HP and in 30 rates. So, this Giratina probably just wants to Dragon Tail me out, which he ends up doing. And I get Dragon Tail into my mommy again, and that takes a lot of entry hazard damage, which isn't very good. So I go for the soft boiled to get my health back, as he Dragon Tails me out. So you can already tell that both of our teams are very stally. So I get Dragon Tails out into my Ferrothorn, as he goes back out into his Ferrothorn as well, and he takes entry hazard damage. And I just go for the Thunder Wave on it because I couldn't do anything else. If it was burned here, this would have been so much easier for me, because I'm forced to stay in because I can't survive entry hazard damage when I come back in. So I have to go for the Power Whip until I die, as he's just spamming Thunder Wave for whatever reason because he can't do anything else. But if he were Will-O-Wisp, this thing would have been at such lower health, and maybe I would have been able to kill it, probably not, but you know, whatever. So I'm just gonna go for my Power Whip, as I missed twice before, which doesn't really matter. And I end up dying to his Iron Barbs, as his Thunder Wave hits no one. So I'm able to go out into my Skarmory, as he Power Whips me, which does absolutely nothing. And I just Whirlwind him out again because I too can't touch him. So in comes with Arceus, which is perfect because I know he can't touch me. And I was afraid he'd set up a Swords Dance or something, so I just whirlwinded him straight away. And in comes this Giratina, which is pretty good because I know he can't touch me, besides Dragon Tail to rack up entry hazard damage, which he does end up going for, as that Brave Bird does a nice chunk of damage, I guess, for a Skarmory. And my Deoxys A comes in, and it just dies to entry hazard damage, so whatever. But I go for the Brave Bird. It does quite a nice amount of damage. It's at 22%, but then he Dragon Tails me out into my Giratina, and here he goes for the rest as I Dragon Tail, because Dragon Tail does have lower priority. So he's able to get back up to full again, which isn't very nice because that Giratina is kind of a pain. But here he misses the Air Slash, which is great for me because I missed a couple moves earlier on in the battle, which kind of cost me. So he goes for the Dark Balls, which does a little less than half, and I'm able to get up a Dragon Tail. And in comes the Shaman, which dies to entry hazard damage. So it was 6-4, now it's 5-4. His Dark Light comes back in, but he can't survive entry hazard damage either. So now it's 4-4, which is great. And this deck also takes lots of entry hazard damage. But the sad thing is, he goes straight for the Outrage, and my Giratina dies. So that's not good. But in comes my Skarm. I'm hoping I can take an Outrage. I do with 4%. The Skarmory in Ubers is MLG. So I'm able to get off a Roost, and luckily for me, actually, he gets the 3-turn Outrage, which is very nice, and I can just go, and I go for a Brave Bird here, which is kind of questionable. I should have gone for the Roost, because here, he is confused, but if he broke through that confusion, my Skarmory would have been gone. But luckily for me, he does hit, so that too is also kind of payback hacks for earlier on in the match. And I'm just gonna go for the Roost and get most of my health back, as he sent in his sleeping Giratina. And he's still sleeping, and he goes for the Sleep Plot, gets the Dragon Tail, of course. I mean, come on, I couldn't get that, but in comes my mommy, and as you'll see, it's 3-3 here. And when you see him Dragon Tail, all I'll go into are my two walls, Skarmory and Blissey. I mean, it will never Dragon Tail me out into my Scarf Kyogre, which I can just kill with Ice Beam. No, it would go out into either my Blissey or my Skarmory every time. So, see here, he wakes up, goes to the Dragon Tail, as I was probably going for the Whirlwind. And look, here comes my Blissey again. I mean, come on, my Kyogre didn't come in once on the Dragon Tail. I mean, what is this? So I have to go for a Soft Boil just to survive entry as a damage as he Dragon Tails again. And in comes my Skarm, see? Oh my gosh. And I just go for the Brave Bird because I'm just like, screw it, screw the Whirlwind, he's gonna Dragon Tail me anyway, which he ends up doing. And look who comes in. Oh my goodness, what a surprise. So, this is kind of just like a mini Star War with him trying to phase me out and be healing. As I go for the Soft Boil again, I do have the Wish, but if I did go for the Wish, my Blissey would have been dead. So, yeah, see, here I go for the Roost as he decides to Dragon Tail again, of course, and let's guess who comes in, Blissey, of course. So, I'm just going to go for another Soft Boiled as here he decides to be nice and switch, so thank you very much. Jeez, that was like, and that's on turn 50 too, so geez, thank you, I mean, come on. that took way too long. So I just go for a Seismic Toss on this Ferrothorn, take some Iron Barbs damage as he powers me, and that actually does quite a bit because Blissey on the physical side, as we all know, is pretty shitty. So I just go for the Soft Blow, get my health back as his power misses, which is very nice, very, very nice. So I just go for another Seismic Toss, hoping to kill this Ferrothorn, which I end up doing this next turn as he Power Whips me. And yeah, that power does a lot, at least. What the heck? But I just go for the Seismic Toss and take out his Ferrothorn. So that's pretty good, except in comes this Arceus, and this thing is a big threat. So I just switched up here into Skarmory because I know Skarmory can wall normal Arceuses. So yeah, he does end up going for the Sword Stance, and he goes for Sword Stance again, which is kind of weird because I do get paralyzed, which really sucks actually, because I was going for the Whirlwind, but he Extreme Speeds me this turn, and I'm able to Whirlwind them out into Giratina. So here, this turn, I think I just go for the Roost to get my health back, which I end up doing. And this Giratina's just gonna Dragon Tail me out again, except it misses. So yes, except I can't touch it, so I just have to go for the Brave Bird, which does nothing. But this time he hits Dragon Tail, and look who comes in, Blissey. Wow. So I'm forced to go for a Soft Blow here again as he switches out into his Arceus normal. And here I kind of make a bad play because I knew he'd go for the Recover, because I thought he had the Recover earlier in the game, and I should have gone for the Toxic right here. But no, I went for the Seismic Toss like a dummy, because if I went for the Toxic, this game probably would have been mine. But no, I had to go for the Seismic Toss as he recovers again, and I switch out into Skarmory because I did not want Blissey to die. And yeah, he just goes for another Recover as I go for the Whirlwind. And in comes the Giratina, and it actually dies from Entry Hazard damage. So you would probably think that's good for me because I've turned the 6-4 into a 3-1 now. But no, because you know why? Now he can have Sword Stances all day, and I can't phase him out because this is his final Pokemon. So yeah, I'm unable to phase him out, and he can just set up Sword Stances all the way up to +6, which he actually does end up doing. He throws some little recovers here and there, but he does end up going for +6, and that's basically where things go all downhill for me, because besides Skarmory, nothing else on my team can take a +6 Extreme Speed from Arceus, so I'm basically forced to stay in, as he's just setting up all he wants, because I know Blissey obviously can't take it, as well as Kyogre, but the thing is, he has the Recover on this set, but if he had the Brick Break, this game would have been mine easily. But no, he has to run the Recover and get walled by Steel types, because as you'll see his moveset, he has Sword Stance, Extreme Speed, Shadow Claw, and Recover, not Brick Break. So, if he had the Brick Break, this game could have been mine, but no, see, he's at +6, and surprisingly, Skarmory can take a +6 Extreme Speed from this Arceus. So, I'm able to go for the Roost, and basically here, I'm just praying that Skarmory can somehow live, because I'm just spamming Roost at this point. And here, he actually does get a crit with the Shadow Claw too, so wow, way to rub it in my face, but I guess it's okay because I do end up getting a Roost off. But as you'll see this next turn, I get Para Hack, so yeah, that's basically when it is GG. So, because this Arceus is just going to Extreme Speed the rest of my Pokemon in the face. So, yeah, that's good game, Danj, or Danj, or however you say your name. But yeah, this was a really, really good match. I had a lot of fun. It was very stally, so and I don't know how this will turn out. It is very long, but yeah, he just goes for Extreme Speed like Blissey and takes me out. So good game, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. Hey, if you like my narration, don't feel free to subscribe to my channel, which hopefully I will be uploading a lot more to. This is only my 3rd battle, but maybe I'll throw in some live PO and some LPs later in the future. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.